Joining me now, the pastor of the First Baptist Church of Dallas and author of A Place Called Heaven, Robert Jeffress. Great to have you with us, Pastor. Let's start with the president taking the NFL commissioner and a number of those left-wing owners to their knees.
Well, the president has won this argument, proving once again President Trump has a better feel for the sentiment of the American people than his critics do. And look, Lou, make no mistake about it. We are witnessing the NFL caving on this national anthem issue, not because of patriotism or principle, but because of profit. Nevertheless, I think the president can claim victory for this and move on to this issue of tax reform, just like he's doing, that is so crucial to the success of his agenda.
Yeah, it is tax reform, and I think you're right. Obviously, the president has won the argument. Roger Goodell, I don't know why in the world the owners would keep him, because that is of many blunders. This is the blunder of all blunders. If he were the CEO of anything else other than something that is so just automatically profitable as the NFL, I couldn't imagine him surviving more than days, let alone through the years. Let's turn to tax reform. I worry about this because it's clear that McConnell means to defeat this effort on the part of the president again. It's clear that McConnell will not go to the 51-vote rule. It means that the entire Republican agenda, the president's agenda, will not come to pass.
Well, that is certainly the plan. And just today, you had Mitch McConnell trying to appease conservatives like myself over our fury over the Republican Senate not confirming more of the president's judicial appointments. I first brought this up on your show a few weeks ago. I've talked to the president about the fact that they are slow walking these confirmations because of these arcane Senate rules. And Lou, I believe if Mitch McConnell, Bob Corker, and the rest of this Republican establishment fails to pass President Trump's tax reform plan, there's going to be hell to pay for that.
Well, there ought to be hell to pay for that. And Steve Bannon is talking about challenging every vulnerable senator running. But I hate to see it have to wait that long. I mean, if the man had any dignity or self-respect, he'd get out of the way. But instead, he means to be an obstacle in the worst way. And he has his wife working in the administration. I mean, it's stunning. It's sickening, really.
Well, I don't think any Republican is going to be safe from the wrath of President Trump or the American voters if they continue to paralyze and slow walk the president's agenda, and they shouldn't be immune from either.
I want to turn very quickly to this issue of a movement versus business in Washington to drain the swamp. This movement has not had a boost here of late. I'm talking about the Trump movement, and it needs a rallying point. What do you think of as a rallying point? Getting rid of all of these senators who are rhinos and who are obstructionists. And for that matter, those in the House as well. That includes, frankly, Paul Ryan.
Well, I think there is a movement afoot to do that. But, Lou, I think it's part of a bigger movement in our country right now. I think after the hurricanes, the wildfires, the Las Vegas massacre, people are tired of negativity, and they're tired of us not making the progress we need to make as a nation. And I think anyone who continues to be a purveyor of negativity and to stall this agenda that we so desperately want to see fulfilled is going to be dealt with. Look, 63 million Americans voted for President Trump and his agenda, which is really our agenda.
Absolutely. And by the way, it's a great agenda. Mitch McConnell just doesn't understand that and should pay, I think, a considerable price for not understanding it. Pastor Robert Jeffress, good to have you with us as always.